Hey guys, I'm Ellie. Welcome to my channel. Today we're doing a real comparison between the Fifine Stream controller and the Elgato Stream Deck. I bought the Elgato myself and the Fifine sent this one over. If you're interested in the Fifine controller, you can use my code EllyVint for discount. The link is in the description. No fluff, let's unbox them and see what's actually going on. First up, the Fifine Stream controller. Packaging-wise, it's actually cleaner than I expected. Nothing fancy, but it doesn't feel cheap. Inside the box, you get some basic paperwork at the first place, straightforward. The paperwork shows the steps of the setup. No, what is this cable for moment, which I really appreciated. After that, you get the controller itself. First impression when I took it out of the box, it's lighter than I expected. No flimsy, just light. The buttons are already laid out and ready to go. There is a plastic protector on the top, which doesn't feel a bit cheap at first, but once you get past of it, yeah. You also get the USB cable, standard length, nothing special. You can tell Fifine is clearly prioritizing function over flex. Alright, let's move to the Elgato Stream Deck unboxing. Right away, the packaging feels more premium. The box is heavier, more compact, and everything inside is tightly organized. Very clean, very minimal, classic Elgato. Inside the box, you can see the Stream Deck itself. When I take the Stream Deck out, the first thing I notice is the weight. It feels solid, so the design of it is quite interesting. You know, it's pretty minimal. It has a matte black plastic and it has an angled stand shape, a central Elgato logo. The vibe is clean gamer desk utility, not super flashy. See, there are two ways for you to position it on your desk. For Elgato, the USB cables and instructions are located in this box. See, here they are. Let's start with Fifine's connectivity because this is actually something worth paying attention to. The Fifine comes with both USB-A and Type-C connectors, so it works pretty easily with both Windows PCs and Mac setups. Basically, plug in and you're good. The Elgato, on the other hand, only comes with Type-C, and I mean only Type-C. Also, it does not support USB hubs, which is something you really need to remember. Elgato does support USB-C connection, but the flexibility is definitely not as friendly as Fifine. Like for my own PC, the Type-C port is actually at the back of the case. So for the time I wanted to plug it in, I have to awkwardly reach around the back like I'm trying to defuse a bomb. If your setup is under the desk or pushed against the wall, yeah, it's not exactly the most user-friendly experience. That's why I think this is worth mentioning, right? To get both devices working, apps need to be downloaded. See the link shown in the video. Launching the app you just downloaded, you will notice Fifine's UI is really simple and easy to understand. No overcomplicated menus. Once you open the software, you can see all the buttons displayed on the screen. From here, you can start customizing each key by simply dragging the button to the area you want to edit. You can also delete those icons, customize these icons, rename the buttons, and organize different profiles depending on how you use it. For example, one profile for streaming, one for video editing, and another for daily productivity. And the app does have the tutorials built in if you are not sure what to do next. If you've never used a stream controller before, the setup process is quite beginner-friendly. You just click, assign, test, and adjust. For example, let's use Word as a common office tool. Just search for Word in the store, download the plugin, and then you can assign different Word-related actions to the buttons on your stream controller. So instead of pressing Ctrl-C and Ctrl-V manually every time to copy and paste, you can set them up as one-button shortcuts. One button for copy and one button for paste. Okay, come to the Elgato Stream Deck. How to use it? Once you open the Elgato Stream Deck app, the first thing you will notice is that the UI feels a bit more mature and polished. In the middle, you can see the layout of the Stream Deck and each button shown exactly as it appears on the device, the same to Fifine. So whatever you customize here, you will see that directly reflect on the actual Stream Deck. And you can see emojis, which Fifine doesn't have that as the default layout. You can also create different profiles for different workflows. Compared with the Fifine app, Elgato software feels more powerful. When it comes to the app experience, the Fifine software feels much simpler and more beginner-friendly. With Elgato Stream Deck app feels more powerful and mature. With Fifine, the UI is quite straightforward. You open the app, choose a button, assign an action, and that's pretty much it. It doesn't throw too many menus at you, which is great if you just want to set up a basic shortcuts quickly. But with Elgato, you get a much bigger ecosystem. The app has more plugins, more integrations, and more customization options. You can set up advanced workflows, folders, profiles, icons, macros, and all sorts of actions across different software. So I'd say Fifine is easier to start with, especially if you are new to stream controllers, but Elgato gives you more room to grow. Especially you are doing streaming, content creation, and more complicated productivity steps. Basically, Fifine is like, let's keep it simple. Elgato is like, here is your command center, good luck, Captain. So for the RGB light, Elgato obviously doesn't have a RGB setup here, but as far as you can see on the Fifine Stream Deck, the RGB light is there, and there are two options for you to adjust it. One through the control panel on the app itself, and you can set the hotkeys there, and with the one button to control the lighting, the style, and turn it on and turn it off. And there is also the button at the back near it's easy for you to do the physical type of adjustment. Okay guys, so that's pretty much the end of today's comparison. I hope this video is helpful and you have made the right choice to choose the one that suits for you. I mean, even you are not doing streaming, a stream controller is still really useful. It's not just for streaming, it can also make your daily life a lot smoother. Okay, I'm Ellie, and see you in my next one. Bye!